another one.
Gas with no brake, like crash in the daylight. I see it in your face. You don't want that blood, sweat, tears in a bunk bed. Peers know they upset that Lambo in your gate. Nah, you can't take a loss like that. Off that. Wasn't really forced to shop at Ross like that. Don't know how it feel to can't afford like that. Off deck. Right back, had to get it out the mud. We took. Now they tell me do it for the love. Gotta do it just because. Got this ballin' in my blood. Think I came this far to shoot dubs. I don't think you trying to get rich. You don't want it. You ain't really trying to get rich. You don't want it. I don't think you want. Now you ain't got what it takes to do it like me. Get your head up in the game or you can sightsee. Waiting for a handout, this ain't that right league. Spend so much time out here ballin', it's my wifey. These are what I live, I breathe, I sleep, my dreams are lavish. Went from check to check to check the balance. I press, I bet you flop, you all theatric. I'm mostly savage, gambling, take advantage. I'm here to ball while you call off work. When that top jump back, what I call off vert. Before I hit my context, check my call off first. See if I can make a play to get it all off merge. Woo! Let an animal loose. My separation off finesse, I'm just preparing to shoot. Or I can put you on some skates, breaking ankles and news, saying this is what they pay me to do. I don't think you're trying to get rich. You don't want it. You ain't really trying to get rich. You don't want it.
We have conference affair lined up for you today as the San Antonio Spurs come in for this one. Home court advantage goes to the Cavaliers, playing here in Quicken Loans Arena. Buckle yourselves in, everybody. It's the NBA on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan to call the game with our analysts Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony.
With the pass.
A look at the San Antonio Spurs opening lineup. Parker and Green are the guard pairing. Aldridge out there with Duncan. And it's Leonard in the three slot. And San Antonio calls the first timeout of the game. Well, we know the Mozgov started last season with the Nuggets and then was traded to Cleveland midway through the season.
And what an impact he made on the Cleveland Cavaliers, particularly at the defensive end. His size and his activity really helped the Cavs become outstanding at the defensive end.
So it's the Spurs now. Parker kicks to Leonard. He dishes it to Duncan. Turnaround Jay. It's rebounded by Cleveland. To the paint. No one near Smith as he lets it go. It's good, and he makes his first shot of the game.
Boy, you got to love that assist by LeBron.
Parker's shot is off.
And if the shot's not there, you've got to understand that move the basketball.
Yeah, exactly, and I'm not quite sure what his mindset or what he was thinking there. I mean, it was just a terrible shot.
Wow, what a pass there. He made that a very easy basket with that setup.
Love kicks to Irving. It's stolen by Duncan. Here's Aldridge. Oh, and it's off. They can't cash in on the break. Cavaliers have gotten their first three shots to go in for him to start off this game. James dishes to Mozgov. And that one's good, Irving.
4 makes on 4 tries. Everything's falling early. 100% can't do better than that.
Parker's shot is off.
And they're 1 of 5 to start this game. Just really haven't gotten into a flow offensively.
And it's Smith missing.
Not a problem when that's your first miss of the game. Strong start.
You know, you take a look at this group of Spurs and you wonder if they've peaked. I mean, it seems you say that a lot with this team, and they prove you wrong. What Popovich said last year, he feels it might actually be the case.
Now here's Irving. Smith drives in.
Oh, excellent interior D to force the miss.
His defensive ability is a big factor. I mean, there's no denying that.
You know, one thing about this San Antonio team, they just didn't go away last year. Pop himself said he felt they peaked in the 2014 finals.
You know, and you wonder if what Pop said is true. Spurs lost in the first round last year, and they'll be going through a lot of changes in the near future. And with the way they run that organization, they'll still be competing, I believe, for quite some time.
And he gets it to go as they call the foul. He's on his way to the line for one more.
You know, that's been a big part of their offense in the early stages. I mean, their success working the ball inside and getting points from close range, right at the rim.
And Clark, they might as well keep doing it. I mean, attack the basket until the defense makes an adjustment.
Tristan Thompson, he's checked in for the Cavaliers. Matthew Dellavedova comes in for Kyrie Irving.
Boy, they've gone on this run, and ball movement has been a big key.
It really has, Clark. The defense unable to react as quickly as necessary in terms of dealing with their passing.
Here's West. And the layup's good off the glass.
Where's the box out? Some easy second chance opportunities there.
Those kinds of mistakes drive me crazy and will absolutely derail a team's chance to win.
For 3, Smith. That falls. Great assist by Love. 7 points for J.R. Smith.
They've got themselves in front with some outstanding shooting right off the bat.
It's been a complete technical dominant performance out here. They are in a zone. And last season was one where Tristan Thompson transitioned from a starter to a bench role, didn't let the move bother him, and still put up solid numbers off the bench.
Dellavedova the pass to Thompson. And a fast break now for the Spurs. Martin with the ball. And now Love pushing it up, and no one back to stop him. That one goes. Count it.
You know, it's really hard not to notice the difference in the passing of these two teams today.
It's a stark discrepancy when you look at the assist columns and you see that difference as far as the fluidity in their respective offenses.
You know, they've scored several times already here in the first quarter down low. I like that.
It's like a running game in football. When you can pound the basketball inside, it also allows you to control the team's transition.
James. The shot is off. Great D that time from Martin. Out to the right wing. Fires for 3. And it's Patty Mills with the 3. Mills has got it back down to a single-digit deficit for San Antonio. The wide-open look for Love. No shortage of scoring here at the end of the first quarter. Cavaliers ahead. They lead by 7. And we'll be back in just a moment with the start of the second quarter. Now the second quarter getting ready to start up. And let's get your guys' take now on the hustle stats for Cleveland.
Tell you what, guys, they're showing us a lot of energy early on and racking up those fast break points.
And also, they're jumping on a lot of turnovers, making sure they turn them into points at the other end.
They got him on jumper. Channing Frye out there with Jefferson. Then it's Mozgov, and it's Irving at the 1. So that's who's on the floor for the Cavaliers. And Jefferson, here we go. They get it back. And the rejection by Leonard. Rebounded by Manu Ginobili.
Oh, excellent interior D to force the miss.
His defensive ability is a big factor. I mean, there's no denying that.
Now here's Leonard. Still getting warmed up offensively. No buckets yet in the game for him.
Whoa! And this sort of awesome dunk is one of the reasons this team is in charge of this game right now.
Clark, there is a swagger out here on the court that they possess and are not afraid to show it either.
That's right.
I tell you what, I used to love to go up and jam like that.
Guys, he's actually indefatigable. He never gives in, never gives up on a play, and that's what it takes to be a great offensive rebounder. You've got to be relentless.
San Antonio making a switch here. Green's checked in. Here's Mozgov. Great D that time from Duncan. Here's Leonard. That drops, and it comes off an assist from Parker.
Don't take your eyes off of him because he can make plays from multiple spots on the floor. Put the isolated cam on him.
Irving attacking. Jefferson kicks to Irving. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. Spurs trail by 8. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Green.
I tell you what, that's just a major unforced error right there, guys. My goodness.
A different look now for Cleveland. Love check in for Fry. James comes in for Richard Jefferson. And Smith subbed in for Iman Shumpert. Irving drives in. No one near James as he lets it go. The Cavaliers again can't hit. Dives for it. Duncan kicks to Parker. Lots of room. And the Spurs scoring again.
And you know, with Tim Duncan, there are no flaws in his game. He's even become a good free throw shooter now. He's averaged 76% from the line the last 3 seasons after being in the 60s much of his career.
Good on the shot. Spurs trail by 8. And stolen by LeBron. Now about 3 minutes gone in the second quarter of basketball. Smith for 3. The shot will not go. Now San Antonio takes it the other way. Going back to Duncan's improved free throw shooting, Greg, it's really changed how you play him now at the end of games. If you foul him now, it becomes one of your worst options.
And you know, that's a sign of a true warrior. You don't want to show any weaknesses in battle. So Tim went out and turned one of his biggest weaknesses into a strength.
So San Antonio goes with a fresh 5 on the floor.
And that bucket adds to what has been a big difference in points in the paint between the two teams.
Yeah, it's really been quite a contrast. I like the way they're attacking the middle at their offensive end.
Anderson kicks to Martin. 5 to shoot. Picked by West. Martin goes in. And the rejection by James. Whoops, there's the 24-second shot clock violation, so they'll turn it over. For the Cavaliers, Thompson, he's checked in for Mozgov. And it's Matthew Dellavedova in for Kyrie Irving. James kicks to Thompson. And there's the slam dunk to finish it off.
Tell you what, he can do a lot more damage to that rim than that when he wants to.
And you know, Clark, with the lead they're enjoying, I'm surprised he didn't put a little something extra on that one.
Me too.
Well, I'll tell you what, I'm glad he didn't, because otherwise we'd probably have a 45-minute delay here if he shattered the backboard.
And Boris Diaw picks up the foul. That is his first foul of the game.
Yeah, clearly he had an established position there.
Yeah, and I like this call because you want the refs in that situation. If there's any doubt, err on the side of giving the benefit of the doubt to the offensive player. That should have been a block, and it was.
Looking at who's out there now for the Cavaliers. Channing Fries checked in for Love. And Shumpert in there for J.R. Smith. The offensive rebound.
And you know what? That's one of those heat checks if he's taking shots like that.
Yeah, heat check or not, I don't care how hot he may or may not be, he's not making that one.
Martin from outside. It's hauled in by Fry. Shumpert dishes to James. And he caps off the fast break with a monster slam.
Just a great job of attacking on the break.
Yeah, you know, exploding to the basket like that, Greg, just as soon as that ball was going the other way, that's exactly how you want to do it.
Not doing them any favors with those kinds of errors.
Especially now, Greg, with every possession being so crucial.
That'll do it for the first half. Cavaliers lead by 12. It's the NBA on 2K Sports from Quicken Loans Arena. Welcome back, everybody. Third quarter just about to get going here in what has been so far a runaway game.
What a game for LeBron. He has 8 points, and also those active hands of his have led to a pair of steals.
He can just change a game with his defense, and he's thrown off their rhythm completely the last several possessions.
Welcome back, everyone, to the start of the second half. Big margin on our hands, but we'll see if that gap narrows down in the third and fourth quarters. What can you say? LeBron James, what an impressive effort today.
Yeah, he's played just a smart game overall offensively, looking for and finding the gaps in the defense, and also terrific shot selection.
Greg, that's exactly what we're talking about when we talk about being efficient as an offensive player. Fully on display there with him.
Our second half of basketball, and presented by Gatorade. Let's see who's all fueled up and on the floor to start the third. On the floor for San Antonio. Defensive-minded Green and Leonard are the wings. Duncan out there with LaMarcus Aldridge. And it's Parker in at the one spot. Leonard. And that comes off the assist by Duncan. Duncan's got 3 assists now in this one.
How about the way he's able to angle his body to shield the big fella off and still get the finish?
You've got to be clever with your sleight of hand when you get inside and try to finish against the bigger guys, and he made it look easy that time. You know, the Cavs had a slow start to last season compared to how everybody thought they would play. Still, it was the best start for Kevin Love in his career and would end up being the most winning team he's played on. Says something about how long he's waited for success.
Aldridge, the pass to Duncan. Banked in off the glass. The Cavaliers leading by 17. Irving with it. He's picked up by Parker. Love kicks to Irving. Smith for 3. Smith missing again.
4 for 5 so far. That's their first miss of the second half.
It's Parker outside. Offensive rebound. That's good.
How about the perseverance there, the extra effort on that offensive glass?
Irving up top, covered by Parker. Smith again. Leonard. They kick it out to Green. To the wing on the left. There's Parker with the 3. It's rebounded by Cleveland. Earlier in the game, they had a 19-point lead.
You know what? He's just not on his game. No doubt about it. Look
at that jam. Wow. I mean, just beautiful.
Even when they're down, he's still looking to do the spectacular. And he pulled it off.
Well, maybe this is the best time to do it.
I agree. I mean, now's when you need a spark, something electric to get your teammates fired up. Almost uncontested. I mean, it's nice to be able to add to the lead without having to really work for it.
Aldridge with his screen on Irving. Parker dishes to Aldridge. To the middle. Here's Duncan. Good, and Aldridge gets the assist.
I really think that's the area they want to work the ball into, and it takes passing like that to get it done. There are certain things, guys, that you can always count on in life. Death, taxes, and, of course, the Spurs winning 50 games in the regular season. Happened for the 16th straight season last year.
Parker passes to Duncan. There's Green with the three. And James pulls it down. Cleveland leading by 15. There's Mozgov. Takes the assist and lays it in. Picked out the pass nicely.
We're seeing the shots start to fall for them now.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, this has been an extremely efficient second half for them up to this point.
Well, keeping in mind the Spurs have won 50 games or more for many years in a row, Greg, there are teams out there who can drive cars who have not even seen the Spurs not win 50 games, at least in a year.
And the way the Spurs keep on building this team, it's not as if that streak's going to end anytime soon. But those kids might have a chance to vote and do much more before they fail to see the Spurs win 50 games.
And it's a completely new group on the floor for the Cavaliers. Spurs trail by 17. West outside. And it's blocked. Here's Shumpert. Solid defense there from Ginobili. Lets the three fly. The shot no good. And here at the end of the third quarter, it's a double. And thanks again for joining us. Let's see what happens here in the fourth.
Y'all appointed me to bring rap justice, but I ain't 5-0. God knows
Matthew Dellavedova is out there with Iman Shumpert. Then there's Channing Frye. Then it's Jefferson. And it's Thompson in at the center. That's the five for Cleveland right now.
And that's how you take the steal and turn it into a transition opportunity.
I think that's the perfect time to do it, Greg. I mean, those few seconds after the turnover, strike right away because the defense has no chance to get organized.
And did you see the screen that was set for him? I mean, that was how he got to the hoop.
It was the classic screenplay. It won't show up in the box score, but that screen deserves an assist.
Absolutely, Kevin. I mean, that took the defender right out of the play.
Frye, good.
That's been their bread and butter in the second half. They've really knocked down their long-range shots.
And as hot as they are, no need to play conservative. Keep firing away.
LeBron, he's checked in for Cleveland. San Antonio also making some changes. DL comes in for Anderson, and it's Green and for Manu Ginobili. And it's Shumpert penetrating. That one a little long.
He operates well in traffic, but still, that's just a tough play to finish.
And Matthew Dellavedova is going to pick up the foul. That is his first foul of the game.
Oh, man, it's close, but, you know, didn't get on balance quick enough.
Yeah, and as quick as players are at this level, in this day and age, I mean, you've got to be perfect in your anticipation to draw the charge.
Love check in for Thompson. So San Antonio going with an almost entirely new group here. Tim Duncan, he's checked in for West. Aldridge comes in for Boris Diaw. Kawhi Leonard's checked in for Kevin Martin. And Parker subbed in for Patty Mills.
You know, Channing Frye signed a 4-year, $32 million contract in 2014. And in the very first leg of that contract, promptly had his worst season in 5 years. In fact, he even lost his starting job along the way.
And Cleveland making a change here. Smith has checked in. Cleveland leading by 14. Love outside. Lets it go from deep. And yes, sir, that one drops.
And how about that? Responding to the three-pointer against them with a quick one of their own.
Terrific little tay-to-tay going on right now. Back and forth. Here we go.
Here's Leonard. Makes the bucket. Now he's got 5 field goals, 5 for 8 in the game.
He's definitely turned things around in this game. I mean, he was more of a background player in the first half. He's jumped center stage now.
For 3, Smith. That's in there. Love with the assist. Love's got 5 assists in the game.
That's far too good a look to give them from behind the arc.
3 of their last 5 makes come from beyond the arc. The defense has to react quicker. They have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in crafting this huge lead.
And it's been a well-rounded performance. I mean, strong rebounding has certainly been at the center of it, but it's been good on a number of levels.
Catching up on the changes for Cleveland. Mozgov comes in for Channing Frye. And it's Kyrie Irving in for Matthew Dellavedova.
They'll take as many of those looks as they can get.
Nobody near Parker. But they'll get another chance. Aldridge kicks to Leonard. They shoot again. Mozgov with the block. Smith outside. Mozgov dishes to Irving. Cleveland moving the ball around. Great open.